Hello and welcome along to Kicking In with NairaBet. Well, across the football world, it's been festive cheers, a fixture pile-up, a club World Cup trophy, and of course, a top 6 managerial appointment in the Premier League. Also, we take a look at the big festive fixtures as we draw the curtains on what has been an exhilarating decade. It is on that note that we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very warm welcome to Kicking In with NairaBet. We've got a fantastic crew to run you through the festive conversation in the Premier League and across Europe's top flight. We've got Chidi in the building. It's good to have you, Chidi.
Hi.
Fantastic stuff. Odi, we've got Suo, and of course the ever-present AY. It's good to have each and every one of you here. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Good to be back.
Let's kick it.
Yeah.
Let's kick it with NairaBet then. Well, let's start off with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who, according to many people, has been described actually as the Robin Hood of the Premier League. It's an interesting tagline, but I mean, not far from the truth, isn't it? You know, when you go from beating Tottenham Hotspur, Jose Mourinho, and Pep Guardiola in the space of 1 week, and you get to lose to Watford, the 20th best team in the Premier League, then of course it tells you why that title is just deserved.
I mean, it's hilarious. First of all, it's hilarious. As a Manchester United fan, it's like so you don't know if you should laugh or if you should cry that you're calling your coach that. But then it's true. You win from the big teams, and then little.
Why
I
is
mean,
that though?
I don't understand. It's like the game changes when we're playing the bigger teams. Well, God, I call them bigger teams. Well, they're bigger teams.
Right.
The better teams.
For now, right now they're
teams.
better teams, yeah. So the game changes. Like we feel like we have to prove a point and all that. And then when we play smaller teams, everybody just relaxes. And sometimes it feels like it's hard luck or something. Like we're playing really okay, and then these other smaller guys are just winning us, and it's sad.
I kind of feel like the roles are reversed for Manchester United. Almost they feel like the underdogs when the big boys come to the park. You know, Tottenham, it's hard to call them big boys when you talk about United.
I mean, I said it on Sky when I was on Monday Night Football on Monday, and they were asking me, why is it that United will outclass City and outclass Tottenham, and all of a sudden when they play the smaller teams, problem is United play, when we play the better teams, United play like the underdogs.
Yeah.
It happened under Luis van Gaal, happened under Mourinho, and it's happening now. And when we play the smaller teams, the worst teams, the roles are reversed.
Yeah.
Those teams now compact the bus, sit behind United, come and break us down.
Yeah.
And we can't break them down.
They already pack the bus.
No,
Well, that's...
They play you guys.
No, they do, but most
they don't
times...
pack the bus. They
No,
play
but they
you
play on the
guys.
counter. They make the occasion like a cup tie.
What
If you
for them
understand what I
pack
mean.
the bus yesterday?
Well,
They
that's
played
just
you guys
one.
out of the
We
park.
didn't pack the bus against City as well, did we? When we played City.
Well,
But what I mean is, generally, the tactics are different.
Right.
You play like the underdogs. Your game plan, when you set out, is counter-attacking football. Make the occasion like a cup tie. You know, when you play in the FA Cup and say
Colchester or something.
Colchester, they
yes.
come to Old Trafford. They get tired eventually, don't get, when the position is that bad. And you make it a very, very difficult occasion. Men behind the ball play on the counter-attack. We do it successfully. Van Gaal had the best top 6 record. Same way, imagine United are the only team, when you say one team, has stopped Liverpool from winning this season. Liverpool have played 18 games.
Yeah.
They've won
Just
17.
2 points.
Yeah.
And there's only one team. And that's Manchester United.
Norwich did that. Didn't Norwich do that?
No,
Liverpool.
Almost.
Yeah.
Against
Almost
Liverpool. No, Liverpool beat them 4-1.
It was almost.
Yeah.
United are now.
So United 4-1 is not
No, initially, no.
At the start of the game.
The score was not as fair as how the game played out.
I understand what you mean, but generally, that's how United play when we play the better teams. And when we play the smaller teams, you can't break them down. We don't have the guile. We don't have the intuitiveness.
Yeah.
I said
Don't
it.
you though?
No, we
I
don't.
feel
Pogba
like
is the only one in that squad
I-
that can do something. And it's not enough. Liverpool can have... not Liverpool. City have 2 number 10s that can break you down. And then they've got forwards like Mahrez who are already like number 10s themselves. Same thing with... Liverpool.
Jesus, yeah.
Liverpool
Well,
play on the
Leicester
break
too.
as well. Leicester have like good number 10s. Same thing with who are the other teams in the Premier League? Chelsea. They have players that can break you down.
this is where
United have one.
This is where you guys are now as a team, Manchester United, because that's the narrative that you've been giving yourself. We don't have the people. Initially, when Mourinho was there, you guys said that you had 400 million, you wasted it. Now you have removed all the rubbish. You have people.
No,
Sheffield United is
Yeah.
putting better results with general team across board, and that's
Okay.
not because they have that we the underdogs mindset and they don't use it well. Mourinho used that with the other
No,
dog
I'm
mindset
not giving an
for
excuse.
Real Madrid.
I'm
no,
not
he
giving
used
an
it,
excuse.
He used it for Real Madrid. That was why it was very cantankerous whenever they were going to play.
Okay, you mean Mourinho?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
The problem with OGS, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I feel that all he did to audition for Manchester United as a coach was, we'll beat the big boys. And after he finishes that top 6, he doesn't know what to do. You can see how he set up against Watford. He was using boys that he had overhyped and overgingered and overused for the back-to-back games he had with top teams, not remembering that there was a serious Christmas fixture that was coming. That, okay, use him for 15 minutes, rest him. He was still depending on Daniel James. Daniel James was listless. He had nothing to offer.
Basically, we come down to the same thing.
It is ODS that's your problem.
No, say it might be the problem. Solskjaer might be the problem. But if you bring another manager now, he's still going to have the same squad. He's going to have the same squad. That squad is weak. No, when that squad is
it was the same squad.
What's the problem? You guys have sacked coaches. You've changed players, spent more than 1 billion.
No, not to 1 billion, but close. No, anyway, do you want me to break it down? Do you want me to break it down now?
Basically, Arsenal.
The problem is
better.
the problem is when we have the
22
problem.
points.
Basically, managers are not the main problem at United. They become part of the problem. Do you understand?
I think that's it.
They become part of the problem.
Yeah.
They don't set their principles. Because every employer, when you employ
Man use a legacy
if you employ somebody, you say these are your
You can't
directives.
just set
Absolutely.
principles.
No, that's
Absolutely. No, I
That's
agree
the
with
thing.
what she's
That's
saying.
LVG had that. The mindset was, boy, you will take over from Fergie and you will get this and you will get this. And he followed up. What they didn't like was the manner through which he got it, because he was not using their boys from their foundation. And then they had Mourinho and they were like, we won trophy, we are a trophy winning club.
Yeah, and we get confused. That's why I said
was straight, but they
the
didn't
board-
like
he
the
gave
manner.
from the board.
He gave me
Now they
trophies.
have the
He gave me
manner.
trophies.
They gave-
He gave me trophies.
The board is confused because
The board is
people give them the
confused.
result, but they don't like the manner. And now you have somebody that gives you the manner, but it won't give you
don't
the
have-
result.
He has the DNA.
I think
He has the
across
DNA.
the Manchester United fan base, there's something myself and my friends like to call a serious cultivation theory happening across. The media just makes up what they want the fans to believe. But that's pretty much done on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Hopefully, the fixtures in the festive period are a lot better than what it's been in the last few months. I can see Chile actually giving the. All right then, let's get on to other conversation. So let's move away from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United. Well, let's touch base with Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. A game at the new White Hart Lane. I'm not quite sure what they call it. I call it the £1 billion stadium anyways.
Tottenham Stadium.
The Tottenham Stadium, right. Then 2-0. Mourinho's team not really as effective as you would expect. It comes off the back of a 1-week training camp which he had with a full training sessions which he had with the team. You would have expected a change in the fortunes or a better performance than what we saw at the Tottenham Stadium.
Well, it's a derby, and they could be unpredictable. You know, I expected Tottenham to win. They spot my ticket yesterday on NairaBet. I gave them double chance.
Wow!
And then against the run of play, I won't even say against the run of play because Chelsea bodied them when it comes to possession, shots on target, corners, everything. So you have to give it to the student who overplayed the master.
Did he
So
do?
yeah, he did. He has played him at his own game, and I know Mourinho will not recover from it. And coming out of the back of Mourinho's comments about apprentices getting jobs as managers, it's coming back to bite him. Yeah. So
he made that kind of comment.
yeah, he made it some 2-3 weeks ago when. It was being said that Arteta will succeed as Arsenal manager. Lampard going to Lampard at Chelsea, Ole and Gattuso to Napoli. So now the shift is moving from the older coaches to the younger ones. So I think he feels threatened, and Lampard showed him a little lesson yesterday. So but it was bad for me. I lost money, but for the game, it was good. Chelsea put out a proper shift, and I know a couple of my friends were happy. They all expected Chelsea to lose. Chelsea fans, but they all came out saying, "Oh, we wanted to win, but
couldn't quite happen for Jose Mourinho's Tottenham." against Chelsea. But let's move away from that then. Let's touch base with Manchester City, who had a great game against Leicester. Wasn't the best of opening 30 minutes. Obviously, Leicester came back into the game and gave City. They actually scored before City. City actually equalised. But you felt in the opening 30 minutes that Leicester were pretty much playing on the same pedestal as City. City only downshifted, and of course
the funny thing is, if you look at City's recent games, they've not actually started games well. Do you remember their game against Chelsea?
Only against Arsenal.
Against Arsenal, they started. Well, no, that's the most recent one. But against United, they started poorly, very, very poorly. United could have been out of sight, 5-0. Same against Chelsea. So maybe if Leicester had taken their chance and scored maybe 2 goals or 3 goals, then it will have happened. But the way City, I know we were talking about it some time ago. City and this race for top 4, then the race for this. Don't be ridiculous. They're top team. They will make top 4.
Yeah, for
Forget
sure.
all that bullshit.
They can still win the league.
I feel like
Well, they can still win the league. If I had £10 billion, I can marry Beyonce.
Does NairaBet have an option for?
So it's the same thing.
If NairaBet has an option for that, I will stake on that.
Of course.
Liverpool has
I feel like the difference for both teams when you were looking at who was probably going to be the one that was going to be more hungry was this. Brendan Rodgers is punching above his weight right now. There's no pressure for the guys. I mean, yes, King Power, they are doing nicely over there, but you know what? If they are 2, they finish 3, they finish 4, even 6. Nobody will kill them. What's the name of that? Their manager, their club owner that has that long rice. Vichai, the other.
The late
No. I mean,
Vichai,
that family, they are very chill with Brendan. They call him for Christmas rice and everything. The guy is okay.
It's okay, but if they start getting to 10.
It's a different ball game.
I think sometimes
his mentality and the directives that's been given to him by the Etihad family. They have already told him, Baba, you can't be running behind Liverpool twice in a row. So the minute they went down, they still did the same thing.
They responded brilliantly.
But you see, the players didn't have the same Koboko that was flogging Vardy, that was flogging Jesus. Jesus cannot afford to come and drop the ball when he knows that Aguero's time is almost finishing. Less than 2 seasons he will be out, and you will be the main dog, and you will not back. You will back and bite. So I don't mind. I still put Leicester City to finish top 4.
Yeah,
but
still
with
think they will.
a game
Well.
like that, you can see the reason why Guardiola. Wait, I'm sorry.
Have a drink,
Is
fam.
that a joke? Let's not even joke about that.
It's just how many points off? 10 points.
Even Man U won't finish top.
Even United will finish above Arsenal.
And United will finish above Arsenal.
Why would you say that?
No, you definitely.
No.
Arteta
is on now.
I think United are just edge Arsenal slightly.
Arteta is on now.
How many top 6 games can they play for this season? How many top 6 games?
I guess so.
Should we predict the table? The top 4.
So predict for that.
Top 4: Liverpool, City, Leicester, Chelsea, Tottenham, United.
Okay. I don't agree.
Yeah, top 6.
I don't agree. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Manchester United.
Come on, I like your style.
Tottenham.
That's
Arsenal.
loyalty for City.
Yeah.
I would do City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
I'll go with City.
Yeah.
Right.
Liverpool. I'll put Tottenham.
City first.
City win the league.
Yes. It will be more
City win the league.
Yes.
No, City won't.
Let me tell you why.
They'll win the league.
Let me tell you why.
Nope.
Let me tell you why.
Can we
This
listen to this
is
rendition?
December. We all thought that we were going to shred and discombobulate this December. I told people don't even think about it. But you see, the problem with after December is December, is winter January.
10
winter
points.
January, it is loud. It is a druggery. It is like all the stress you stressed yourself and you were up high there. By the time you start January, that's when you start seeing teams dropping the ball.
Yeah.
They start either they drop the ball before the holiday or right after. And studies have showed that my very favorite Liverpool that give me money when it comes to things like this, they always drop the ball in January.
Liverpool
I expect a couple of draws.
Let me tell you one thing.
They won't lose 3 games.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say
If
they will
Liverpool
lose.
don't win the league, that means your prayer today has worked. I'll give you 50,000 naira. Please.
I will add another 50.
I also predicted that City will win the league. So
I'm not giving you 50,000 though. She's great.
That's an interesting conversation to be sure. 50k plus another 50k if they do win it, obviously. But I still think Liverpool will go ahead and win the league. Like Chide mentioned, it will be hard to see them drop 3 games. But let's talk about the Club World Cup. An interesting title to win just in mid-season. But obviously it gives Liverpool a bit of a distraction, which is a bit unnecessary, especially in the chase for that elusive Premier League title. But it's always good to get your hands on the trophy whatsoever, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we all laughed at Klopp for a long time that he didn't have any trophy. In one season, he has won 3 fantastic, 3 very, very important trophies, and the EPL is in view for him. So it was a bit of a distraction. I mean, because of that, they lost at the Carabao. Yeah, they lost at the Carabao, and I don't understand why that
was in Liverpool, in fairness.
Yeah. I don't understand why the World Club Cup is played mid-season. I think there should be like a schedule for it, or it should be arranged, because that's actually, in my opinion, that's an important trophy and all that.
Because the world does not revolve around
and the EPL.
Flamengo just ended their season in Brazil.
And it's always been like that.
The world doesn't revolve
around European teams.
So the EPL should have shifted games.
No,
it's been like that. It's been like that.
But Liverpool's game was postponed.
So
just can't postpone.
But to be fair, I thought Liverpool should have pulled off the Carabao Cup. I thought it was disgraceful that they didn't pull out. United pulled out of the FA Cup in '99. They should have pulled out.
I tell you what, voluntarily?
No, withdraw from the competition.
Really?
Carabao Cup, yes. That's what United did in '99 from the FA Cup when we had to go to Brazil.
Now, though, so.
I feel like
I don't want to treble that year.
No, after the treble.
Right.
The next year, by December, we were supposed to play the World Cup in Brazil, and there was the FA Cup in January. So United were thinking of sending the reserves. But why send your reserves to go and lose 5-0? And mentally, to those kids.
There was Avi Elliott. It was a very shiny light.
Yeah, but still, when mentally, it's soul destroying for those kids. It is soul destroying. And United thought there's no point in sending our under 18s or under 22s to go and get battered 5-0, 6-0. We will draw from the FA Cup. United pulled off completely from the FA Cup and didn't partake. Liverpool Football Club should have withdrawn from the Carabao Cup. But who am I to say?
I think they just want to win everything.
But they were never going to win.
At that point, Man U had won a lot of trophies. Like they had nothing to.
But they were not going to win the Carabao Cup. They were not going to be at Villa Park.
But here's the thing.
It was impossible.
Here's the thing, though.
With that team.
Look at the structure.
Look
at the structure of this current Liverpool. The last time this Liverpool was this resurgent and this monumental was like in the 80s. Like that was when what's his face? Thank you very much. When they just finish their European run, and now their new pattern now, they are looking inwards. Even if they have to buy out, they buy small boys and then they make them loud, like this new Minamino boy that they collected for chicken tomatoes money. But look at the squad they carried. Right. It's the same set of boys that have been running people ragged between them and Chelsea boys in the under 23s. Imagine the wealth of experience they have now. They played against Aston Villa.
But that was so destroying though.
Championship football.
I mean,
I don't think the boys will be broken, because if you look at the statistics, there was a 15, 16, and 17-year-old boy that was running around with Grealish and showed Grealish and that's what we call it.
Did you guys see the game?
It was mad.
Like Liverpool had some very early chances. They started leading 2-0 from the first 15 minutes.
It was just the finishing touches.
I just told you, if I had 10 billion or 100 billion, I would marry Beyonce and Rihanna. If it doesn't work.
True. Don't do that. It doesn't quite work. Well, let's wrap up this particular conversation with Romelu Lukaku, an interesting player who, for some reason, every time he gets to score a goal, even though he doesn't quite play in the Premier League anymore, Premier League fans cannot get enough of him. Had a hand in 4 goals, basically scored to give away.
I'm looking at Chidi now.
17-year-old.
Look at Chidi now.
And eventually, obviously, had a great game. To be fair,
I wonder why you're looking at him.
What would you rate him as, guys? You know, on a scale of 10.
In terms of
on a scale of 10, that performance.
Okay.
As a striker, I'll give him as a striker. When he joined Man U, I remember Chidi and Co saying the guy who played with Timberland boots, like, he was immobile and all
Who's Chidi? No, you're talking about other Manchester United fans. I am a huge Romelu Lukaku.
This guy is a 9 over 10 striker.
I used to be very sad when I see him play games. You see his hunger, but then he's not performing. And I knew leaving would have been good for him. I wanted him to stay as a true fan, but then he wasn't giving us the result. He wasn't giving us the result. And now that he's performing well in Italy, makes me very. I'm following the Italian league because of Lukaku. To be honest, not Ronaldo, not any other person.
When United signed Lukaku, I was not happy. But he's a United player.
I'm surprised.
I support anyone that comes to United, manager or player. I'll support you in terms of give you my backing and cheer you on. I go to games. I've been holding season ticket for nearly 20 years. So I have, if I'm paying my money into that, I have to support you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because if the team is not doing well, I'm suffering. So, but I didn't like him. I didn't like his style of play. I didn't like. You know the funny thing? It's a difficult one to say. I think Romelu Lukaku scores goals. Wherever he plays football, he will score goals.
Do you like Solskjaer as a player? Did you like Solskjaer as a player?
I like Solskjaer as a player.
You know Solskjaer as good as Lukaku scoring goals?
Don't tell me one has scored more goals, blah blah blah, because all that bullshit. I don't want to hear now.
I'm just saying.
Solskjaer is a better player than Lukaku is. Solskjaer was a better player than Lukaku is.
No. Better first touch.
Let me finish what I'm saying. So let me finish what I'm saying. Anyway, the question is, people say if United did the goal scorer, but you had one. Okay, United had Ruud van Nistelrooy, right? United won one league title in 5 seasons, but Ruud van Nistelrooy scored like 555 goals, right? But Ruud van Nistelrooy wasn't working with the team. The way he was playing, he wasn't gelling with the way
Manchester United.
Alex Ferguson wanted to play. He wanted a dynamic mobile forward. Saha was not half as good as Ruud van Nistelrooy. However, he could work in a mobile front three with Rooney and Van Nistelrooy, Rooney and Ronaldo.
Right.
So he could serve Van Nistelrooy, even though Van Nistelrooy wasn't as good. What am I talking about?
Even
though Van Nistelrooy was better. Too much dirty December. So the bottom line is, if things work well for United, I'm not saying Ole is getting it right or is getting it wrong. If United get it right, buy a mobile striker to partner this front three, I wouldn't have complained because Lukaku could not play that way. So what I'm basically trying to say is, I bring you back to that time when you can sell a better striker, even use a striker with less ability or whatever,
I get that.
and your team will be better off.
I get.
Right.
So selling Lukaku for me was.
It was timely.
It was timely. Mine was to replace him.
Yes, the irony.
No, it doesn't tell
Because Ruud van Nistelrooy still went to Real Madrid to win league titles and score goals.
Here's the irony. You needed a striker that could score, and then you threw away that Manchester United. I'm coming now.
Before I let you learn, United needed a striker who could score goals but play in a mobile front three.
I'm not talking about
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Because you already had Martial, you already had Rashford, who could come in and do the mobility stuff and give you a little bit of dynamism when it comes to your formation or changing strategies. But you had Lukaku, who could give you the aerial power and give you the old of play power.
But he doesn't know. That's the one thing you want. The same guy Lukaku size, that geezer cannot hold. He cannot hold a pin, let alone hold the ball.
They come. But carry the Lukaku, this same Lukaku enter Inter Milan. And you see that hold that you say it doesn't hold.
Yeah.
More than half of his goals.
The goal for
More than half of his goals has come from holding off rugged defenders.
You people think I'm slagging off Lukaku now. I'm just giving you an example of Ruud van Nistelrooy was a supreme striker.
He couldn't play with the system.
I'm not saying Lukaku is a bad player, no. But people don't. I watched Lukaku season in, season out, every weekend. That guy cannot hold the ball.
Do you like Mario Cardi?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but it's okay.
Would you take him at United?
Maybe I could.
Why?
I could. I've not watched. The funny thing is, I've not even watched him that much. No, but I've not watched him that much. I've not watched him. You know the kind of forward I want, like Firmino.
Someone who runs.
That's the kind of forward I want.
I tell you what, right? Firmino's a great player, but for all the great things he does, if Liverpool's hopes of winning the Premier League were dependent on him scoring goals,
No.
The question is, he's a good player, but he's carrying his team, and he's
playing with the team.
It's almost a quid pro quo. In the sense that he does a lot of stuff for the team, and Salah and the rest cover him up. As a striker, the most important thing, in my opinion, is scoring goals.
Scoring
That's
goals.
outdated.
As a striker, you're there to make sure goals are scored. You're there to make sure goals are scored. Whether it's you, whether you're supporting that goal, you're there to make sure goals are scored.
A 9 is a goal scorer. Just position yourself.
But these days, see, there's some centre forwards.
I mean, that's why Salah could score so many goals. That's why Messi
There's some
scored so
centre
many
forwards
goals.
who
When
are
Suarez
like
is there.
the best. Listen, if you have Lewandowski as your number 9, you have to play to his strength. You play that
But
way
you guys
because
refuse to play
he's
to
been one of the
Lukaku's
best
strength,
centre
that's
backs.
the thing.
But
Lukaku's
the
strength.
difference is Lukaku is not a world top player to
But that's not false.
So Lukaku is
That's not false. That's actually It's not at Lewandowski's level.
No.
It's not at Cavani's level.
No, don't even call Cavani with Lukaku.
How old is he? How old is
They're the same WhatsApp group.
He has almost 3 red goals already.
They're the same WhatsApp group.
Yes, Cavani and Lukaku.
It's just
Cavani's not that good.
Jokes aside, Lewandowski, Aguero, Suarez, those are the people I regard as the top strikers of the world.
Aubameyang.
Harry Kane.
Aubameyang is a
Positionally
Gabonese Jamie Vardy. Please, let's not even go
Oh
there.
wow, are you serious?
Wow.
Oh, no, I don't agree. No.
Different views. Oba is not that special.
But I can say this though, there's something
Oba
about
disappears in games.
Lukaku's games now. He doesn't just play. The guy is a leader. It is something
He passes.
Manchester
He
United
carries the
lacks.
game.
Do you know what I
See what he
think?
did with the Copa.
I think he became better.
I'm afraid I have to.
I think he became better.
I'm afraid
That's just
that's
He became better as a
better.
person,
He became
as a
better
team
in Inter
builder,
Milan.
as a
Maybe
team
he feels he
player.
has
He
something
doesn't
to-
just score now. The guy will go outside. The guy will follow you gist.
But
He
you know the
will
funny
raise
thing,
small
if
boys up.
United sign Lukaku again next season, I'll go to that same Old Trafford and sing Lukaku and be singing. Don't get me wrong.
You're just a club
Unfortunately,
boy.
But I'm a club boy. I'm a club boy.
Anyone they
I
bring
have to
you
do this to you so we can go on there. We've got to wrap up that conversation. Sure, you enjoyed it, but of course, we'll touch base with some other stories. We're going to have social media in just a bit. All right, then let's touch base with social media. It's been an interesting a month for social media, especially when you think about Arsenal Fan TV, who maybe are the biggest machine or driving force behind Arsenal's firing Unai Emery. But it's come under a lot of scrutiny in the last 1 month or thereabout. Robbie is the guy who actually...
Robbie Lau.
Robbie Lau, the guy who does the microphone thing. He's been accused of creating a negative atmosphere around the club. That's something you agree with. I mean, the fans had to say what they need to say. That's just the medium to do it. But do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that because, I mean, these people are accusing him of creating a negative atmosphere. When did they realize this? When Emery was fired or before? Because when Emery was manager and the guy was doing his videos after every loss or draw, they kept pushing him on. Now that they have their favorite as manager, Arteta, they want him out. I'm a believer in free speech, although I may not believe in what you're saying. Let fans air their views. Whoever wants to say what he wants to say should create his own platform. But they should leave the guy alone. Because when he was doing it to Emery, they were all like, oh yeah, our guy, you're with us.
Yeah.
Emery got fired and then they want to give... I even saw one of them tweet something stupid about saying that you want the manager to fail. AFTV, like, the manager will fail if you keep doing this. I'm like, only an amateur manager will fail
because of what fans
are saying on YouTube. You understand? So that's the no to me. Leave those guys. Let them continue. They fire they gave to Wenger, to Freddie,
same energy basically.
to Arteta. Let's go harder.
Let's not shift the goalpost. That brings us to. I mean,
I was just going to make comments on that. The thing is, fans are free to air their opinions. I agree, but AFTV they call it now. Don't call it after. Arsenal Fan TV again. It's very toxic. I do watch. Do you know the funny thing? I actually watch them when Arsenal lose only. When they win, I don't watch them because it's not interesting. So that's why people are complaining that stuff is kind of, that spreads negativity, and it only works well when they don't win. Do you understand?
Yeah,
it works well.
It's more enjoyable.
It's more enjoyable. So I call it the banter TV. So when they lose, my mates will be like, Ayo, please don't forget to send me the interesting clips. That's when he wants to watch it. We want to watch Claude. We want to watch the people that come troops, that come effing and blinding and screaming like idiots. And I believe I agree with Simon Jordan. You know, he had a debate with Robbie Lau in the studio. You as supporters, right? There's a reason why you're a supporter. You support things through thick and thin, right? There have been times it's been good, but the guy makes millions from it. He makes a lot of money from it, so he cannot stop. So it's more beneficial to him. Even he wants Arsenal to win. It's a bit like me. I want United to win, but if United lose and NairaBet make money,
that's fine.
It's win-win. Go.
Yeah, go. Thank you.
It is business, not personal.
Thank you. So
convenience.
So in the weekend where United City, you see us dancing, kind of like yes. Do you understand? But I want United to win. So imagine in 1999, Fredron, the owner of Betfred, United were playing Bayern Munich in the Champions League final,
right?
And there was a lot of money still going on United to win the game. He wanted United to win, of course, by scoring a last-minute equalizer and winner, whatever it was. However, the pile of money that went on that game meant he was going to be broke for a while. What happened? United won. He was happy United won, but when he paid out, he was crying. That's the way Robbie Lau is. He's making money from it, but he wants Arsenal to win. But unfortunately, he will look at his pocket more than Arsenal.
Right.
And that's the truth.
Someone has to create this platform, because you see, until this guy started doing this thing, people didn't know that there was a way for fans to get their pure and unadulterated feedback.
Views out.
When Wenger was the boss, and then he was beating some people small, not like he won, but he came close.
Yeah.
It was really, really sweet. He made a lot of people.
What do you mean? Not like Wenger won?
Wenger
won big time.
I mean, this particular TV was not so loud when Wenger was doing his Invincibles. It was after.
No, it wasn't there.
Because
it wasn't there.
Because then they were not empowered.
It wasn't.
10 years ago.
It's not even up to 10 years. It started that season. Start season Arsenal lost to Villa. Was it even 07? It wasn't even 08. It wasn't.
It's later than that.
It's later than that. I remember that game. They lost 3-1 on the opening day, and John Hodgson.
That was 2012.
I can find it out now if you want me to find it out.
Right.
That was the first edition, and it was the guy that screamed on TV. One fat guy like that, white guy that screamed, "The Arsenal ball!" and was speaking in proper North London accent. Yes.
It was brilliant. And
that's when it started. And that's when it blew up.
That's why they should never ever stop a platform like that.
Right.
Because
nobody has the right to stop it.
The only thing you can control is if you want them to talk something good, then you play something good. It's not their problem.
I feel the politically correct Arsenal fans who don't want to listen to them, they are free to not watch. But it's a free world.
No, it's a free world. Nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop Robbie. It's not breaking the rules. The only thing that they said, they didn't like before was the Arsenal Fan TV. He's changed it. He's changed it to AF TV. There's nothing called AF. Anybody
Arsenal
can be AF.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So nothing really. Nobody stops him from doing anything. But the truth is, and I'm going to say it again. The whole world here. I don't know where this is going to get. Fans believe they're managers now. Right? We think so. We think we know them more than a manager. We know fuck all. We don't know more than managers. We know the game. We watch the game. But we don't know more than these managers. Fans believe they have the right to choose the manager and sack a manager at any point in time. And that's why I don't like the modern world of the modern social media.
But they pay. As long as I pay season ticket and as long as I buy the most expensive
but
jersey.
You have the right to end your voice, but you don't know the game enough. You don't know the game more than the managers.
Obviously
I get where you're coming from.
Do you understand?
But at least I have small rights to still hear my view.
Of course,
you have the right. Okay.
If you ask me, I think now is the time for another platform that is more positive, that is more balanced to come out.
I think that's Arsenal or
I
don't care about Arsenal. What's my own?
It's only positive.
I watch it. I enjoy it. I laugh. I'll ring OC. Listen to club.
I never used to watch it, but now I think I'll start watching now.
AFTV.
No, I know sweet again.
Right
before it used to be very sweet.
But just before we
like
wrap it up on this Arsenal side of things, let's just touch base with the top 6 managerial appointment. Arsenal inevitably getting the worst kept secret in the world open. Mikel Arteta, obviously. What are your thoughts on it? I mean, there's been so much made back and forth, but eventually he's got the job now. A lot of Arsenal fans saying, what has been made prior to his appointment should be left alone, and we should just focus, like he has mentioned, on the positive things that can go forward.
He lost for words.
The problem is I've always been an advocate of giving managers a chance.
Yeah.
I did that for Unai Emery. Although a lot of fans, because they wanted Arteta at the time.
But the fans really want Arteta.
A lot of fans were Arteta in 2018.
Okay, when
Wenger was fired.
Yeah, okay.
And for some reason, they turned on Emery from day one, even before his first match. He said, "Oh, he's saying good evening. He's saying this. He looks like good." No, a lot of stupid stuff. Now we have, and those guys insisted then that, the players are excellent. We just need a good coach to put them to shape. Now Emery is out. We have Mikel Arteta. They have the fans' choice. I'm not going to listen to. A lot of them are now telling me, "Oh, let's give him time. Even a season, no." And I'm saying this on. I'm saying this on record now. Now the guy has no nothing.
I agree with you.
Aside the fact that Guardiola praises him. Guardiola only praises people he beats. Guardiola would never praise you if I threat to him. The same way Sir Alex Ferguson and Wenger, their relationship back in the day. Sir Alex Ferguson started praising Wenger when Wenger started coming fourth. But when they were first, second.
It wasn't that plenty. You guys were second a lot more. Please, levels.
So that's it. I don't expect anything extra. I think it will end in tears.
Right.
On record.
I mean, it's difficult to say.
I think it will. There's no proof of this guy's price. I mean, we had Ancelotti who was free. Bernard Rodgers was available.
But he didn't want to come to your club. Why should he leave
if
your
you're
club?
Brennan, would you really leave?
Leave Leicester for your club?
Here's the problem.
I
with
think he would
Arsenal.
have left.
The Arsenal.
Real though.
No, I think they contacted him.
No,
he
the
didn't
problem
leave.
was
They contacted
every
him.
time they contacted people, when they talked with the Salehs of the world and otherwise, the problem was they didn't have any money to drop to managers.
That is all the
If
thing.
as a top manager, I tell you that, okay, I'm coming to the Arsenal. I know it's the Arsenal. How much do you have in your coffer for me to spend?
Yeah.
And then you then tell me that, all those managers in Nigeria that want to employ you, they'll come and tell you that, this is a family project. You are part of us. We are part of you.
Oh, my surname is different from yours.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not part of the
but
that was what Arsenal tried to do.
But the thing is, Arsenal gave in Wenger's later years. Arsenal gave him money to spend. He spent on Xhaka. Wenger saw Kante. Arsenal gave Emery money to spend.
Now,
everyone spends money. That's not a problem. But we're talking about the money to take you to that level.
Kenny Dalglish broke record.
Yes.
So pick a man that everybody wanted in England to come and continue the legacy of Manchester United. He carry on Conway, Blackburn. Blackburn.
How much talking about money?
You guys
spend.
have money.
I know you spent 50 million on
Pepe 72 million.
much is 50 million for Arsenal?
You spent 50
72
million
million on Pepe.
Yeah, that's the
How much
only
is that
one.
for the Arsenal?
58 on Aubameyang.
How much is
United
that
bought a
money
right back
compared to you?
for 50 million.
Exactly.
That tells you that money you're talking
that's
about.
overrated.
The money you Arsenal are spending will not take them to
that
the level where
Liverpool
City
got
and Liverpool are.
Minamino last week for 70 million. A Japanese, maybe 50 million.
Are you saying we should have? Are you saying we should have very minimal expectations of Arteta?
This one they'll come 20.
Well, my expectation of Arteta is the best he can achieve. My feeling.
What's the best he can achieve?
Not this season though. The best
This
he can
and
achieve,
the next, I
next
think
season is a write-off.
So
the best he can achieve, even
Top
for me,
5, top
is
6.
top like a top 4.
Top 7, top
top
10.
He cannot win the league. I don't think he can.
top
No,
six.
top 10. Let's not
Top
be
10 is good.
Let's not
I
be
think you'll get to
silly.
like 7.
At least you see
10.
that United are still
let's-
trying to spend money, but they're wasting it.
The guy was Guardiola's PA.
They're
Even
wasting
Brendan
it.
Rodgers
Who is now
spending
MD
money.
Yes.
of a
He's
company.
going into the
He
market.
doesn't even have MBA yet. He
Especially
doesn't have MBA.
When
You give him a different.
by the way,
give him a
quick
little
one
bit of a
before we go
higher.
on break, the moment Arsenal now decides to spend money, right? 72 million. They're now paying like, when you buy something on a credit card, you're paying Argos style payment.
Every club
for
does that.
5 years.
Every club does that.
No,
Every club
you
does
don't-
No
every club
one
pays.
pays cash upfront. No one pays cash
You
Can I ask
upfront.
you-
are
you
the
see
Arsenal.
now, because
Chelsea
we are poor.
pays money.
Yes,
No.
United
Wanted Mikel
No one
Arteta
does that.
ton of money.
See, let me tell you one
We
thing.
pay money.
Let's say here. When you buy a player, they tell him 50 million up front, then the remaining based on bonuses, right? That's not what people did though. United paid 50 million
Like
cash
Ajo-
up
like
front
Ajo.
for
Well, that's
wait now. You pay 50 million, then 5 based on bonus. You can buy a player, say 80 million, 50 plus 13 bonus. That's not what you guys did. What you guys did is, please, 70 million. I'll pay you 20.
In the next
over
five years.
5
And that's
years.
guaranteed
Mortgage-
financing for
mortgage
them.
payments.
Guaranteed financing for
Mortgage
them.
Yes,
payments.
but not
I mean-
yes, mortgage. Thank you. Like a
Mortgage,
mortgage. You know, there's a store in London called Argos. So when they wanted to buy,
That's guaranteed financing.
when they wanted to buy Zaha,
Guaranteed
and
Guaranteed financing.
and the way-
So for the
Give me
next
my
1
money
year, they
now.
are good.
Give me my money now.
Palace chairman said,
See,
we're not
money-
into Agro-style payments.
Don't ask for
Agro style
anything.
payments.
If you see the one that take the
That's
five
guaranteed
million, that's how
financing.
you
But
get your.
how much he gives me?
I mean,
now?
There's no one that is not guaranteed. All of them are
What's all
guaranteed.
Guaranteed financing.
All of them
Instead
are
of giving
guaranteed.
me
Pay me upfront.
time value of money, I mean,
If Mourinho was to take over Arsenal and he asked, no, you talk because
Right,
Daniel
yeah.
Levy will have told him, listen, one of the conditions was Harry Kane wouldn't be sold, right? And maybe money for so money, that kind of money. So he will have agreed to that before signing.
Right.
When he goes to Arsenal, they tell him, you're going to be bargaining 30 million for, or be 40 million plus £1. All those stupid
No.
all those things.
Obviously not. Obviously not.
It would top managers wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
And Unai Emery was the one that agreed to low budgets. Yes, we'll try and find you money, blah blah blah, and everything. And he agreed to it. And the same thing with Arteta. And I think that's the same thing happening at United now, because when United sold Lukaku, that's
if
the
we
5
spending
million
money-
we've been told. No, I mean, no.
They got Fred
United
for how
don't
much?
still tie your hands a bit. United are spending money. You are not even spending at all. And United
We
are
are
not even
spending
there
money.
yet. So United tie your hands a bit. You spend 150 million. We're told, oh, you spent 150 million, but you sold Lukaku.
Right. So there's still a net in
You're still
some,
in
in
net,
some
yes.
regard.
Meanwhile, that money should go straight into the club. But the
Into the
Glazers
club.
will kind
Yeah.
of like...
Kind of like
Pocket it.
hold back a little.
Yeah.
Right then, just before we wrap up on Mikel Arteta, let's just take a prediction from all the guys here as to where we think Arsenal will potentially finish at the end of the season.
This season,
Starting from here,
7th.
7th. Right.
Sheffield
So-
United is not going to let them get that 7th. I'll tell you that they'll be lucky between 10 and 11.
Oh,
We'll shuffle between
wow.
them.
Forget
Wow, that's a big
forget
far.
Where do you think? No, I think 7th.
Forget my earlier quip. I actually think that with the new guy with Arteta, top 4 is realistic.
This season.
This season.
Wow.
Does NairaBet have a bucket for that? NairaBet, you have a market for
Can I
top
delay
4.
scream?
How many odds? NairaBet.
Wait, top
I
4
always say
from
one
back.
thing.
Is there a market for that?
Yeah.
From here,
Is it
from
top
here.
four?
Is there a market for
Yes,
that?
there
I'm
will be.
putting
I'll get
10k
it
on
for
it
you.
tomorrow.
Wow.
So if we take top 4 and I win my money, are you giving more money for that?
No,
Stop
I'm
hustling.
giving her
No, we-
50,000.
we had
If
a
Chelsea, what was the
50,000.
deal even?
Dude,
Man City
in
wins.
Man City,
Arsenal
win
top
the league.
4. Arsenal top 4.
Okay, I'll give you the price.
Okay.
Right.
Deal.
Right.
Let's go.
8.
8th.
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
Man United then.
I think United will
Man
finish 6th.
U is between 4th and 6th.
Yeah.
No. 7 and
let's
8.
be watching.
7 and 8.
Fourth
Tottenham
and
5th,
sixth.
United
that's
6th.
an 8th
Arsenal
club,
7th.
man. 7
Wow.
8
Fourth and
club.
sixth.
7 8 club.
All right then. It's an interesting conversation, surely. But of course, let's wrap it up on that particular social media conversation. We started with Arsenal Fan TV, which they call AFTV now, and of course, what it would end in for Unai Emery. All the quiet things it would end in tears. See you. Welcome back to Kicking It with NairaBet. Let's just wrap it up here on the show with match week 19 fixtures in the Premier League. Of course, we've got a couple of big games in fairness, and obviously Arsenal's game is a big game in the sense that Mikel Arteta. I keep saying United. I think I have a.
I think you like him.
I mean,
You miss him.
I picked up a good evening
Messi,
fondness, right? But it's a game to watch, obviously, in the sense that Mikel takes over in this first game. You get the feeling Bournemouth would be quite a task, isn't it?
Well, I see us winning the game because I expect the players to play for him.
New manager bounce, basically.
New year ban. So, and we have Bellerin and some players back. Ozil will be playing, but I don't expect him to make much impact because I think he's finished.
Even though Arteta said he's an important player for us.
Of course,
we will
normal
obviously say
talk,
that.
normal talk. But I expect it to be 0-1, 0-2. So for those betting on NairaBet, multi-score 0-1, 0-2, 1-1, 1-2.
Chelsea, not.
I'll be
keep
like
saying
both team
Chelsea
score.
myself.
Definitely both team score because you cannot go to.
No, Arsenal can go.
But when you have
Arsenal-
Luis,
it's
centre
Arsenal
back.
away. Arsenal away. Bournemouth is always a tough place, especially when it comes to those London clubs.
Both
like
teams to
Chelsea.
score is 1.51.
I mean, I'll take that.
For
It's
Chelsea,
safe bet.
how am I saying Chelsea? Arsenal at 2.05 to win. Bournemouth at 3.50.
Arsenal was
I think
open
I'll have
to
my
win.
money
So
on
I would
Bournemouth.
do. So if you're betting, I would do Arsenal over 1.5, which will be about 3 or 4 odds. Come and catch me if you don't win.
1.5.
Let me bust your brain. Bournemouth to win.
Yes, that's
No,
what
they
I
won't
think.
Straight win.
That's what
I get-
straight
I get
win.
the
Either
win.
straight win or
Straight-
both team
straight
score.
win.
A
That's
straight
my,
win will be like 3 points.
Arteta
something.
out.
3.60.
Arteta out to trend.
3.60. Yeah, Arteta out. will
Welcome trend.
trend. Yeah,
But
welcome trend.
Arsenal to win over 1.5.
Put your money on what I
And
just
then if you can do the bet NairaBet accumulators, which is Arsenal to win over 1.5 and over 5 corners for Arsenal.
Okay.
That's like 7 odds.
You're just imagining the odds yourself.
It's just the odds that's driving you.
He's playing the game himself.
Right then, another big game to look forward to would be Chelsea. Chelsea would be looking to get back into some sort of
Rhythm.
nice rhythm, if you like, especially after Frank got a win over Jose Mourinho. You think it can happen? Can they go on a 7-game winning run once more?
Yeah.
You should ask him. Okay, that's just a
I'm
fun.
the
I-
Chelsea
I-
fan.
Chelsea on loan at Mourinho.
What are the
Mourinho
odds
FC.
Mourinho FC and Chelsea, fine.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like
The Southampton though, right?
it's
Southampton,
Southampton,
but-
Away or home?
at home, I believe.
Chelsea at home.
Yes,
But
try to draw.
Chelsea's home is not really a fortress
Anymore.
It's not
Yeah.
fortress.
As a draw.
So I'll tell you that just be safe. It's Boxing Day. Fans want to get entertainment, so both teams score. So I'll put a GG. Well, I would also put, because Southampton also know how to disappoint us. So I'll tell you under 3.5. Wow.
On the 3.5, that would be like 0.9 or something. I'm like,
I'm
How
just
many
saying-
odds?
I'm
How
just
many
saying-
odds?
Both teams to score is 1.74. Chelsea to win is 1.38.
well,
Southampton away is 8.40
to win.
to win. But I think
That's
Over,
Chelsea.
No,
over
Chelsea
2.5.
will beat
Chelsea
them
will
and
beat
beat
them.
them comfortably.
Yeah.
1.38 is a cracking price for me to accumulate
yeah.
for Chelsea.
So
to win.
then we'll say
A guaranteed win.
Chelsea over 1.5.
Mm.
How many odds is that?
That's
That's
about,
Chelsea.
About 1.70 odds. That's good money. still.
Chelsea total goals or Chelsea goals.
Win,
Total
win and total.
win and
Total
goals, yeah.
2 point over 2.5 goals. That's 2.65.
Wow.
Wow, it's quite the
Yeah.
call. But then
take
Leicester
that.
City go to the champions in waiting
Number 1
possibly.
and number 2.
No, are they not hosting?
Liverpool. Well, it's actually at the King Power. Quite interesting.
They'll beat Liverpool.
Would it be a case of the wounded Lions? Could they be the ones to give Liverpool the first defeat in the
They'll beat
season?
Liverpool.
As it stands now, you really can't tell who's going to win. But I feel like Leicester would give them a run for their money. So if I were going to bet, I'll do
Jamie Vardy.
I'll do a both side score.
Both teams to score. Huh?
Yeah, that's the safest.
Is it score draw?
A score draw is not a bad. It's not a bad.
let me, you know one thing though, you know when you've been to these continental mid-season competitions,
Yeah.
coming back, you
Gasses
don't come
you
back. It gasses you up big time. You don't come back into the group. I remember United went to Stoke on Boxing Day after we got back from the same competition.
The Club World Cup.
Yeah, the World Club Cup, and it was a last-minute Tevez goal that saved us. Stoke absolutely battered us that day. I remember they battered us, and we're just lucky to win. Liverpool are playing against a very good side in Leicester, who themselves they have good players. Even though they're not a traditional big team, but they are a very good team. I think at 3.50, Leicester to beat Liverpool is a good price,
I feel so.
It
and I
is.
think they will beat Liverpool because unless Liverpool have this
I tell you
miraculous
what,
whatever
if
that is
they
just
don't
in
win
them
that
to
game,
win
they
this
win the
league.
league.
And
If they win the game, they
then-
win the league.
And then
They win the game, they win the
there's the Brendan Rodgers factor. Former Liverpool
It's a bit of-
manager
I mean,
was
to
something to
do
prove
these
out
things
on
don't matter. If it was a player, you can say he runs around more. Rodgers cannot find out more tactics to win the game. If he's a player, you can say he's going to chase more, he's going to shoot every time. But what will Rodgers be doing? Shout more. He's only standing on the bench.
Or inspire them.
It will
I mean,
inspire them.
it could be
He's
a-
inspired his team already
It
this
could
season.
just be a.
But Liverpool to win at 2.10 is also a good price. You could find
2.10.
Yes.
That's actually.
Wow.
It tells you the story of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it tells you
Also-
how difficult it is for Liverpool themselves
Yeah.
to go.
What's the
into
odds
Leicester.
on
Also-
what's the odds on NairaBet for either team to win?
Either team to win, both teams to score is 1.58. Half-time, full-time,
That's
double chance first half.
These are great odds, man.
It's actually. I
They're all
mean,
good
like I
odds.
said, it just tells you the
Yeah.
story of
Yeah.
the fixture itself. I get the feeling Liverpool might just get.
So basically what you're looking for is draw no bet.
No, either team wins. Meaning 12.
At least
Yes,
Like
so
a
either
team,
team
a
wins.
team has to win.
The
Yeah.
team has to win. We don't have the odds for a team that have to win at all. No.
That's an interesting
Yeah, the
call.
draw no bet is
Oh yeah, definitely either
2.55.
Leicester or Liverpool.
But I don't think it will be a
Yeah.
draw though. I think someone wins.
I think
Someone
somebody, I
wins.
think somebody, I think
Someone
somebody
wins.
wins.
And the
that game.
scariest thing is every time a champion in waiting always comes back from fixtures
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
You know the funniest thing that you mentioned the Manchester United game
Yeah.
against Stoke?
Against Stoke.
The English punters all said Man U was going to win. And right now, all the English and British punters are saying Liverpool will win.
They won't win.
I
I mean, we
like
won
Well,
that game, but it was because
I
it
like
was Stoke.
precedence.
Imagine
I
if
like
we
precedence.
came back from that and we played a team that was in second
Everton.
place.
Oh,
Not even Everton, a
like
team that
an
was in
Arsenal
second place.
then,
Like the
or
Arsenal
a
then, or a Chelsea then.
That would have been mad.
Especially away from home.
Yeah.
So I feel like
trash.
this one.
I think Leicester will be Liverpool.
This will be the
I
one.
think it will be 2-1.
It's an interesting call.
2-1.
Predictions, anybody?
Voting score.
2-1?
2-1.
GG, but I will say Leicester City.
How many?
I'll still say okay. Under 3.5.
I'll go for the corner market.
Under 3.5.
I wanted a scoreline more prediction.
Under 3.5.
I'll go for the corner market.
No, I mean to win the game. Who do you think
To win the game.
Or
Okay.
draw?
Leicester City to win.
3-2.
Scoreline.
Leicester City.
3-2.
To
I
who?
don't know who have the 3 or who have the 2.
Come on.
I
It's
just
calm.
City
I just
on
say
defense.
it's 3-2.
Come on,
There'll
guys.
be high
That's
scoring.
another 3.5.
High scoring.
I mean, that's an interesting call to make. But only one team in the last couple of years to have led by 10 points in December has gone on not to win the title. Has not gone on to win the title.
Yeah,
and
and
that
that's
team
Liverpool.
was Newcastle, actually.
Liverpool, how many points were they when they didn't win the league?
Yeah,
I
it
think
was-
it's
it
happened
wasn't
to
up
I
them.
think it was
10
7. I think it was
This
7.
is 10 points is quite the lead. So it will be an interesting game to watch. Certainly, I'll be looking forward to it. Have we missed out on any big fixture then?
United, Newcastle is not
They
big.
don't matter.
But you
at
know the
all.
funny thing.
They
You know the
don't
funny.
matter.
That's draw.
They will never
That is
be
some
a
long
big
stuff.
team.
You know, I
It's
saw
just a
United,
ticket.
Newcastle.
No, see,
Not
see,
right now.
I
That's
saw
why
United,
down.
Newcastle. Do you know
That's why
United and
we're going
Newcastle are
through-
both
we're
on
going
25
through-
points?
A phase.
So get-
The kid of a
Newcastle and
goat
United
or
both
the
have
child of a
25
goat is a
points.
kid. Right now, Manchester
And I
United
thought
is
Newcastle
not
have had
breaking.
an absolute shocker of this season.
They've had a great season.
But you know they started poorly. Yeah, they started poorly when people were even calling
Yeah.
for Steve Bruce's head.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now they've had it. When you look
They
at the way they
stabilised.
progress, they've stabilized. They're level on
What are they
points.
on?
If they
Same
beat
points.
What are
United
they on?
tomorrow, they go ahead of United.
As
Not
they
tomorrow
should.
on
On Boxing Day.
Day. They go ahead of United.
Oh, Newcastle is 9th.
Yeah, Newcastle is now United at 8th.
Oh,
I'm going to
both
the
are
game.
9. Oh, okay.
I'm going to the game and hopefully we'll win. Inshallah, by
We'll
the
win.
special grace
No,
of
and if
Almighty
not,
God. If not,
I think that should be like. It
we'll
should
be here on Monday.
but
to talk
United
about
are
it.
1.38. 1 point. That's a shocking price.
are you back for
Because
next
they
episode?
know that
Yes, I'll be back.
United
Yeah,
has
I'll
a
be back.
shitty record with teams that are not in the top six.
Yeah,
So I will tell you,
Newcastle
go
are
straight
9.40.
win Newcastle.
We're not going
Yes.
to win. We're not
Draw
going to lose
or
two
win
straight games.
Newcastle.
I don't think we will lose, but we
You
could
don't
draw
think so?
easily.
Why not?
I
But
think United will win.
but the odds on United double chance will be low.
Double chance for
1.0,
either to win.
1.0.
I mean, should be low in the sense that United are not. But
Because
Double chance. United is 1.04. That's a shocker.
Yeah. Just
Draw
like you said.
on Newcastle is 3.25.
Yeah,
I'll
That's
go.
your
With,
bet.
I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
that's your
That's your
bet
bet,
there.
right.
Draw on
That's
Newcastle.
I'll go with that.
However, I mean,
Wow.
I know they're level on points. United are a better team than Newcastle. United
I'll
have
go
better
with,
players than
Newcastle
Newcastle.
double
United
chance.
will beat Newcastle, and I think United will beat Newcastle.
You just said that.
Right.
Right.
Oh, we'll be here on Monday.
2-0.
Well, we'll be here on Monday.
I'm
So-
have
Yeah,
been
Monday.
watching you in
For sure.
3D.
Uh,
When
let's-
the games end, I will call you and I'll be like, blast, Baba, blast.
No, United will win.
But,
United
I mean,
will win.
We'll be here. We'll be
United
here.
will win. You know,
We'll be here waiting
there
for you.
are times United will win, though. You know, even though we're not a very good team, I know we're not a very good team.
We'll be here.
We're quite
But you just get
terrible.
the feeling United.
But
will win.
United will win.
Right.
United will
This
beat
is a
Newcastle.
game we will win.
Yes, this
We'll
game
be
will
here.
win.
We'll be
Right.
here.
See, they talk
I don't know about the
they
next
talk
one.
on
It's interesting.
reinforcements.
I actually saw a stat somewhere that said United have finished in the last 5 seasons 4 times in December outside the top 4, and it's just an abysmal record. This is the worst position they've been in December in the history.
Are you trying to make me cry?
Tottenham
No, I'm just
played
putting
But
Brighton.
they,
out
but they have a
the
DNA
stats
coach,
there.
so it's amazing.
So it's
what DNA
quite
does for
amazing.
you.
Right then,
Wolverhampton
Yeah.
City is an interesting game.
interesting game. I
City
get the
to
feeling
beat them. City to beat them convincingly. They are getting their mojo back.
Yep.
Convincing beating.
Convincing, yeah?
Yep.
I don't feel so bad.
0-2,
I think Wolves control
Wolves are 8.0 to win the
Not
game.
City.
City
8.0 to win the game.
Not
I think that
City.
bet.
City wins
Where- at the Etihad.
convincing.
City to
No,
beat
it's at
them
Molineux.
properly.
The ball on you.
Oh,
I take that bet.
anyway.
No, that's tougher.
Proper
Anyway.
beating.
I take that bet.
No. Molineux is
It doesn't
a different.
matter.
It's a,
No,
no,
it's a
it matters.
different
game.
It does not
Have
matter.
you seen a game in Molineux? That place
It does
is
not matter.
spiritual.
Doesn't matter.
Is it
It
City?
matters. If it's
8.0
City, it still
is
matters.
an amazing.
Oh,
It still matters.
I think you should risk. I think I'll risk.
Okay, I think
Well,
I'll look
risky
for, I'll
bet.
look for 2K beer money to put on that 2K.
Well, risky bet.
odds, but
That's a 60k thereabout. If Wolverhampton won the race.
but I
honestly think.
I expect City to win properly.
I think a double chance on Wolves.
Those strong
to win.
Double chance on Wolves to win.
Double chance on Wolves. Yeah.
That's
Double
interesting.
chance on Wolves. That would be
Double
great.
chance is 3.05.
That's
That's
a
still a
risky
good
bet.
call.
Yeah,
Still
that's
a
a
good
good
call.
call.
You have beer money,
Still-
like
still a
you
good
say, you
call.
can drop it.
Well, all the odds put out on the show today are exclusive to NairaBet.com. So hit us up on the website actually, and yes, get that bet going.
Tottenham, Brighton.
That's Tottenham Brighton. I'm not sure I want to put my money
Tottenham
on
to win.
It's still a
Tottenham
very,
will
very
win again.
incubation period for Mourinho. I think.
You will win convincingly.
But they
Yeah,
will
you
win.
get
Brighton
next
are-
excuses in for your man
No, I'm
crush.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Your man crush Mondays.
Son is not playing.
I'm just
now.
saying.
They'll
Well,
win.
Son is not
doesn't
playing,
matter.
Eriksen will
so it
win.
makes it even
It
more
doesn't
difficult.
Moura.
No, they are home though.
Yeah, at all. But they win.
And they lost
Beating at
0-3.
home.
They lost.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
lost.
yeah.
They lost in the reverse fixture.
Right.
I think that got this guy fired.
Yeah,
Pochettino.
Yeah.
So they'll win properly.
In fact, the next
So
three,
Tottenham
I
will
think
win
they're playing
properly.
Brighton and
Tottenham.
Norwich and
Okay.
some
I
other
think they'll
mid-table
be. I think
clubs. So
Tottenham will win.
I
Tottenham
think
will win
all three games they should
1.59.
get it.
That's a good bet. That's a good bet.
5-9, yeah.
United, Tottenham, City,
Arsenal.
Leicester. No, please, fuck us now.
Arsenal.
And then.
No, we'll be back. We'll be back here.
That's what
We'll be
Terminator
back here.
said.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Anyways, I'm marked.
it's a tough week. It's a tough one to try and win money, to be honest. But if you go with, that's my gut feeling. United, Tottenham, City,
United won't win again.
and
Arsenal.
United will win.
City,
And
Liverpool.
Leicester.
double chance City or Leicester. Sorry,
Well,
Okay.
it's.
I'm going to add those 4 teams.
I
That's
take-
my bet of the weekend.
I'll take the notes of the calls you've made, and I'm sure on Monday we'll be back here. But Boxing Day fixtures are always quite the high-scoring encounters. I'm sure a goal would be a great call to make on any betting slip, which is of course exclusive to NairaBet.com. Thanks, guys, for being a part of it, and hope you enjoy the Christmas. We have loved having you, Chidi, Buddy. It's been good having both of you actually, and of course Suwo also.
It was a pleasure making some ticket money. I like this kind of.
This is audio money. It's all audio money.
Audio money.
until-
By the
until
way, we should have
actually-
had some turkey here, Christmas turkey.
Yes,
Right,
that's how we do
right.
it.
We'll probably do that
Christmas
for
Day.
New Year, right?
Okay.
I'm sure the
I'll
guys
hold you up on that,
I'm sure
yeah.
the guys in the behind the scenes are just taking notes. Right then, we'll see you
Please
soon.
take notes,
Have
eh?
a fantastic Merry Christmas, and of course we'll see you on the match days after Boxing Day. Hopefully, it's quite Christmas for you. From all of us here, quickly, bye.